What's up, Day? Man, Day back in town.
You know what I'm saying? What's up, man? How you doing, dog?
Man, I'm all right. You know, maintaining, trying to get $1 every single day, man. If I can do that, I'm good.
I see you, though. I see you get money over here.
You know, my dad always told me don't go to sleep without at least $1 in your pocket. If you do that, you good.
Well, damn. So that means if you go to sleep without $1 in your pocket, then you're missing on $365, correct?
Nah, man. Well, I mean, if you look at it like that, because you always got to for me, set your expectations low so that way you ain't never disappointed, but you always want to do better. So if you set your goal at $10, make sure you make it $20. You know what I'm saying? That's how that was the message in his eyes, you know.
For sure.
If you get $1, then shit, if you shoot for $1, you might bring back 100.
Hey, no, boy, you can find $1 on the floor.
Hey, you can.
You know what I'm saying?
You can.
Find $1 on the floor. You know what I'm saying? It can be anything. You feel me?
Shoot, I've been walking around plenty of times and just found a quick 100 over here, 10 over there, 5 over there. So you know, you never know.
Hey, no bullshit. It adds up. It adds up. Hey, man, look, as y'all see, it's Ayeeedayday. Once again, we back. Hey, but this time, bro, y'all have watched the podcast before on the Strip podcast. This is on the Day channel. All right, Gun channel. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's gonna be called Talks with Ayeeedayday. You feel me? Talks with Ayeeedayday. You know what I'm saying? How you like that, bro? That was some shit just came up with just now, bro.
I'm digging it. I can definitely dig it. I can definitely dig that. I'm cool with it. Not too flashy, not too much, not too little. That's just what the people need.
Cool. Talks with Ayeeedayday, man. So first question I got for you real quick, open it up, man.
Talk to me.
What's your favorite gun?
My favorite gun. What I'm probably about to say is gonna probably wow you, but it has to be Glock 19. That was my favorite gun.
That was a good choice, because I was gonna say something else. If you weren't gonna say that, I was gonna get at you. You already know how I am about this shit, so I'm just letting you know.
Look, let the people know about your little 22. Yeah, everybody know you like the 22, Brad. Long rifle. I mean, look, let everybody. Y'all hear that? He likes the 22, Brad.
They gonna even be like, this nigga right here capping like shit, because well, damn, I don't even got no 22. Glock 19, shorty. Y'all already know what it is. If you want to pull up, get some smoke, I got the 19. You can have it. What's the thing?
What gen? What gen he like?
Gen 5, the MOS, the red Dizzy dot on that joint, Hollow Sun 507C, I zeroed that joint and said, don't play with me. You dig what I'm saying? Boy, I could have been a robber. You like that? Yeah.
Man, give me my original Gen 3 with my finger grips and my regular little dotted sights, and I'm good, bro. I'm happy with the Gen 3, man. So y'all want fancy boys, man. Y'all
want the staccatos. What else they want, bro? What's them high-end other guns? The staccato. That's what everybody on right now.
That's what everybody's on.
Everybody on them jumps right now.
The fact that you can air rack that jump is just amazing to me. That's just crazy to me.
For sure. I mean, for sure. But if I had that type of gunning, if you ain't even that sharp at shooting yet, no point in having a gun that's that much.
I feel like you was taking a shot or something.
I'm taking a shot at anybody that get offensive.
I'm about to say,
so if you get offensive,
okay, all right.
If you get offensive, that's on you.
I thought you was shooting that directly at me, but
I'm shooting at anybody that can't. I always talk my shit when it comes to this shit. They want to, I got this $2,000. It don't mean shit if you can't shoot.
Well, guess what? I got a surprise for you. Thing. I lied about my favorite gun.
Okay.
My favorite gun is a Sig Sauer M17.
Okay.
E320.
Okay.
Platform.
I shot that jump. I shot that jump.
Yeah, how'd you like it?
I liked it.
All right.
It was pure.
All right.
It was pure. It was, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a Glock 19, but you know what I'm saying? It was pure. You know what I mean? So
they both Lego platforms, if you ask me.
Yeah, but they all shoot different though. They both shoot different. Now I give you on that Sig, that trigger is 10 times better.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie about that, because that Sig trigger is just like that CZ trigger.
No doubt.
Ain't nobody fucking with that CZ trigger.
No doubt.
So, at stock coming out the box, that CZ P10C ain't no gun fucking with that joint. Maybe a Canic, but that joint is super short and nah, bro. That joint like that, bro.
I don't know. I like that H&K P30.
I never shot it, so I can't speak on that one.
I never shot it. The whole diameter about that gun is like that, from the grip all the way down to the trigger. I love that gun.
Yeah, I never shot that one for sure.
You gotta definitely get in the range to try that one out.
Yeah, that probably be one.
I already told you gonna fall in love with it just by the way you hold it in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I already told you gonna fall in love with that thing. You already fell in love with the Sig, but just because it's Ayeeedayday, we don't keep it with the Glock 19 though. But
nah. You got you know what I'm saying, Mr. Manny Gunman over here. You know what I'm saying?
301 Gunman.
Yeah, 301 Gunman. Y'all already know who it is, man. Check him out. You already saying he can shoot. That's why he at the table today, because he can somewhat shoot. But speaking of his shooting, real quick, let's talk about this. So y'all know I like to go to the range. Y'all already know this, right? We go to the range. We don't just go to the range and do no regular shooting. We go to the range and play games, correct?
Right, correct.
So y'all know I like to do the empty magazine, nothing in the chamber. Bullets is on the tabletop. You gotta put the target at 15 yards. No, 15 yards, right?
Everything was at 15
yards. You gotta hit go on the target. Boom, the target now come back at you. But you gotta load up 3 rounds in your magazine inside, rack one in the chamber, and then get your 3 shots off before you hit 5 yards.
Right.
Now, that means you gotta be fast, correct? You gotta know how to load your magazine. You gotta know how to hit one in the chamber, get your sight on target, and let them rounds off, right?
Right.
How many times you folded? Because I got video proof.
Man,
how many times you folded?
Twice?
3 times.
Okay, 3 times.
Now,
Third time is a charm.
All right. But you folded.
How many times you fold up?
I didn't fold none on that.
Get out of here.
You lying.
Don't lie for these people.
Lying.
So you didn't fold
I
out
didn't
one?
fold on the I fold on the second, on the two round jumps. The 3, I never folded. We
only did one round.
No, we did the 2 round. We did 2 round joint. It was the 10-yard jump.
Okay.
That was the hard one.
Yeah, that was hard.
I folded on that one, but the third one, I mean the 15-yard 3 rounds, I didn't fold.
Nah, you folded twice.
I did not fold, bro.
You folded twice on the 10 round.
I probably did.
Yeah, I know.
We're talking about the 15-yard jump. The 3 round 15 yard. I did not fold not
Look,
once.
people,
on that,
I had
bro.
to get adapted to Dayday's games. You know, you got to trial and error. You know, slow is fast, and fast is, you know, you don't want to do that. You want to start out slow in this gun world,
man.
So you got to figure out the game and figure out how everything goes. And you know, I got to teach a young guy, man. You know, that's how it goes.
I look at it like this right here. Any game, you can shoot, you can shoot. You can adapt, you can adapt. When it's like this, when the cameras come out, lights, and the time you put that action in, you better be ready for war.
You gotta be.
You better not fold. None of that. I don't want to hear none of that.
You gotta be.
I don't want to hear none of
I
that.
can dig that.
So what's the challenge? Tell us people what the challenge is for you to keep talking about coming out there to the farm and shit. The far shooting shit. What was that about?
You said what's the challenge for?
Yeah, because you saying, you ain't gonna be able to shoot far out. You know what I'm saying? Blah 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 blah.
Oh my God.
What's that about, bro? Let's talk about that right there.
Anybody, and I'm gonna put it to you like this: anybody can pick up a handgun, and point it at something and shoot. Anybody can do that, whether if you hit a target or not. Anybody can do that. Now, can anybody lay behind a gun on a platform and mount up and shoot something at? And look, I ain't even gonna go far. If you can't hit something, everybody can't hit something 300, 400, 500 yards out. You just can't. You're not jumping behind that gun saying, "Oh, I'm gonna put my crosshairs on this and just hit." No, you ain't about to do that.
No, I know
that takes like some serious skill. Now, don't get me wrong, handguns take some serious skill too. But long range shooting, sniper type style, you gotta definitely be molded into that. Not saying it's impossible, because it's definitely not. But that's something that you got to be molded into, be taught right, and consistency. Because it's not an easy task. I jumped right into it with my partners, and they molded me to it. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't been shooting in probably a couple months now because I've been so busy. But it's definitely something that you want to be doing like all the time. That's why snipers train all the time, because you never know which way the wind is gonna go. You don't know what's gonna be in your whole environment. You don't know. You might be in thin air, thick air. It's a windy day. It's a flat day. You never know what. So you got to know everything about the dope through that scope. I like that.
I like that. I was about to say
the dope through that scope.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
You got to know everything about the dope in that scope. You know what I'm saying?
Dope in that scope.
It ain't about just putting the cross on a target and just moving. No, you got to know which way the wind is going. You got to know your leverage. You got to know the latitude, longitude. You got to know everything. You got to know where that bullet is going to go up and come down at. You know, if you're going over 1,000 yards or 800 yards, you got to know where that bullet is going. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah, so that's the big thing about going long range shooting.
Right, for sure.
That's big dog stuff.
What you trying to say?
I'm just saying.
What you trying to say, because you added on the big dog. I was agreeing with you until you said big dog.
I mean, you know, you only get offended if you.
Yeah, I get offended because I feel like that was towards me, because you keep talking about this.
What you ain't got no long guns yet?
No, I only got the AI. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
that's it.
That's how I started out.
Yeah, but I only bought that because they kept telling me to buy it. You know what I'm And gang, can't they tell me to buy one, bro?
Yeah, you got to step it up to at least a 308.
Bro, where am I gonna shoot it, bro?
We got plenty of places to shoot.
I mean, yeah, now, but beforehand, like I look at it like this right here. Am I gonna ever have time to use that gun for real?
We didn't think that we was gonna see war again, but look at Ukraine and Russia.
Okay. Well, I put it like this: on the day-to-day operation, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have my pistol, so I'm going to train with my pistol every day. Now, ain't nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying, of course, some other stuff going on in the world, and you got to be, you know what I'm saying, shooting
Ready for anything?
Yeah, no question about that. But as of right now, how stuff is going, you know what I'm saying, you need to have that pistol on you. Better be real lethal with that junk.
I'm gonna ask you this. So, you saw when Trump was leaving the office, you saw how they stormed the Capitol. Did you ever think that you would see that?
No.
That's just the beginning. So imagine how it could go even further.
Yeah,
just imagine.
It could. Most definitely.
My thing is, I like to shoot pistols too, but I would feel a lot more better if I could not be so close to the fight. It gives me a better chance. In my eyes, I could be wrong.
Right.
But in my eyes, it gives me a better chance if I can know how to eliminate a target from miles away without even having to put anybody in danger, without having to put anybody that's, you know, who's not really long range compatible, but pistol, I'd rather be able to take out that target before you even have to deal with it.
Nah, facts.
I should have went to the military.
Well, so why you didn't go?
Honestly, I honestly don't even have a answer for that. I'm like one of those typical Capitol Heights dudes, you know, when we outside, you know, we in the streets, we playing with females, money, you know, we all think we the kingpin when we start selling a little bit of weed.
Yeah.
We think we the trap guy, especially listening to Gucci Mane too. Like, man, I'm never leaving the hood, you know, until, you know, you got your eyes opened up to different things, and, you know, I guess you get older with wisdom and all that. So, yeah, so that's where pretty much something why I didn't go. You know, I didn't want to leave everything behind. I was naive, young and dumb, you know, thinking I was going to be leaving something behind if I left.
For sure.
So,
for sure.
You know, same reason I didn't finish college, you know. So,
nah, I didn't even go to college, bro.
Yeah, I mean, so, you know, you live and learn.
Yeah,
you know
high school diploma was the farthest I was going with it.
Yeah, saying, you know, you live and learn. You know,
I wasn't going further with that one.
Yeah,
but if I could go back, I would have went to the military, did my 4 years, got out, got the retirement check, and then been doing something else.
You don't think that you would have got addicted?
Hell no.
Why?
I would have went for the check.
Why?
Just for that lifetime check.
I feel like I would have got addicted.
I wouldn't have got addicted. I'm going to tell you why, because I don't like being told what to do. And when to do it and how to do it. And I like my freedom, bro.
But I think that you would get past that.
It depends on what you're doing in there. Depends on what you're doing.
I think I would have got past it.
I mean, if you just in there shooting guns all day, that's cool until it's time to go out to the field. You like, bro,
yeah, that's a different beast.
Sometimes you like, I'm not trying to go out there, bro, right now. Like, I'm not trying to do that.
But, you know, from everything I done seen and all the people I didn't talk to, I think they just get in that mindset of like, it's just like being in jail. Like, once you're in there, you're in there. Right. And I'm not speaking from somebody that's been in jail, but I'm just thinking, if my way of looking at it, once you're in there, you have no choice but to adapt and get used to your surroundings. So it's the same way as a soldier. If he's in Afghanistan and he knows he has to go on patrol and this could happen and that could happen, blah, 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 he just blocks everything out and he just goes to do his job, you know, just hoping that he makes it back to his barracks. But, you know, he wrapped his whole life around. So this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing to feed my family back home. And this is what it is. So that's why I feel like I probably would have got addicted to it.
For sure.
Yeah.
I get that part. But what about the whole concept of you out there in war and then you have to, like, you know what I'm saying, you have to take somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna get too on the military, too politicking on that too much far on the military, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, yeah. But what about that, like, far as you have to actually put somebody down, especially that's somebody that's underage? If you had to do that, like, do you feel like at that point in time when you 17 or 18 years old, do you feel like you could have did that? Knowing they say, yo, hey, Manny, take that shot. And you like, bro, that's a, you know what I'm saying? That's somebody that's underage, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, you have to take that shot. Like, do you feel like at that 17, 18, you'd be mentally ready to do something like that?
I mean, I'm gonna answer that question like this. If me and you were in boot camp,
Right.
and we go through school together. Our whole deployment and everything has just been jokes and giggles, and we're having hella fun. We're laughing. We're talking about stuff back at home and girls, blah blah blah. We even come home on on vacation. Then
Right.
we cool out, we hang out, then we go back over, and we're in the midst of something. I probably wouldn't want to, because the mindset that I have, I don't want to have to kill nobody. But if it means I'm gonna have to kill this person in order to make sure that you make it back home, and I know your heart. I mean, even if you did have a bad heart or you're not a super good guy, you're on my side. We didn't have laughs and everything. I think I probably would have did what I had to do without even thinking about it.
Okay. But I'm saying, but at the age of 17, 18, you
Most definitely.
Okay.
At that age, I most definitely probably would have did it. And I'm gonna tell you why I probably would have did it. Because I'm young. I only know what I'm being told. Right. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know why we're here. I don't know what we're really seriously fighting for. I'm here to follow an order and do what I got to do to make it back home. Right. So with that being said, at that age, I most definitely would have did it, just like anybody else.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get that. That makes sense. 17, 18. So what about now?
Now in the age I'm at now?
Yeah, if you had the same opportunity, you was in that field, how would you go about that right now?
I would definitely tear, and I don't want to sound messed
up. Don't. I don't
want to sound messed up.
Just put it in the just use the words.
I would definitely.
You're gonna use the word as the KIL. We're gonna use that. I would drop them up, drop straight.
I would most definitely drop a youngin' if they tried to shoot at me. In this day and age, the mindset that I'm in now, I wouldn't even think about it. If he has a AK47, a bazooka, whatever, a Beretta, Glock, whatever he has, I'm definitely gunning for him. Especially if he's coming from my well-being.
For sure.
Or anybody else that I know and love.
Right.
Yeah, without a doubt. I most definitely would.
So you said you spoke on the mindset. So let's talk about the mindset part, right? Because how I look at the mindset is growing up, of course, nobody wanted to take a life because of the fact of the consequence that came behind it and things like that, right? Living with the guilt, whatever the case may be, right?
Right.
Especially if you did it for the wrong reason. Now, changing your mindset, which I changed my mindset, especially before I started carrying a gun. But once I started carrying a gun, I had to change my mindset. I had to leave out the house every day knowing, hey, today might be the day I take, you know what I'm saying? I have to drop somebody.
Facts.
So what I tell people is, especially when I'm teaching, you have to change your mindset. If you are not ready to drop somebody when it's that time, maybe, you know what I'm saying, having a firearm at the time might not be for you.
Right.
Right? So going back to you saying you changed your mindset changed. When and how did your mindset change?
My mindset really changed when I got shot by somebody young.
Damn.
When I got shot by somebody that was younger than me, because I'm 31 now.
Old ass nigga.
Yeah, getting up there. I'm getting over the hill. What they say? I'm getting over the hill, huh, Drew? But nah, yeah. So I got shot by somebody. I'm not really sure how old he was, but I know he was way younger than me. I want to say he could have been older than 20, I believe.
Okay.
Could have been 18 or 19. I'm not 100% sure. But like we just said, if it was somebody that was young with an AK-47 coming to gun for me, yeah, I would definitely shoot now.
For sure.
And yeah, so with that being said, yeah, so I was shot by somebody who was younger than me. One of my best friend's little brothers, So for me, even though that was somebody that I know, and it's even bad for me because now I feel like I'm more dangerous now because I didn't react the way I would have reacted had it been somebody else that I didn't know. So now I feel like I'm in a mindset now, like it's one thing if I don't know you. Right. But even if I know you now, it's even more dangerous because I don't know your intent.
Right. Right. It could be you saying anytime you can be around somebody every day and that one day they just up it on you like, bro, what the fuck?
It ain't even got to be them to up it on you. It could be one of your childhood friends and one of their partners. They going through something and you don't even know what's going on.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you never know when or how it's gonna happen. When you gotta get into that mindset of am I gonna do what I got to do to make it home?
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure. So you got shot with an AK-47.
facts.
All right.
3 times.
3 times.
3.
So this is a deep story, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The rabbit, this hole gets pretty deep.
it gets pretty deep. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna give you the opportunity that you can, you know what I'm saying, if you want to get into it, you can go.
Yeah, we
deep.
talk about it. I mean, ain't no big deal.
I'm gonna give you, you know what I'm saying, you can go deep into it as you want. But I'm gonna start off with my question.
I feel like you want to hear the story today.
Yeah, I need to hear the story.
You want to hear the story
because
today?
It's like, bro, this is not somebody that's just speaking off of that never got shot, or somebody just saying, yo, if you get shot, it feels like this, or this is gonna happen, or this is what I've heard. This is somebody that actually felt it hands on from an AK-47. We ain't talking about no 9mm. We ain't talking about no 4.5. No, we talking about a 7.62 by 39 round.
Yeah, facts.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's a war weapon.
Yeah,
right there.
we talking about level 3A body armor is not stopping there unless you got the plate.
Yeah.
Level 4 and up.
Yeah.
You got hit with that.
Facts.
So let's speak on that, bro. So if you can break down, you know what I'm saying? First of all, that morning, that day when you woke up, like, just you can start from that morning.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to give me your whole play-by-play, but just give me it from that morning and then get leading up to that situation and going on further from there.
Okay. So before I get into that, I'm gonna say, DC and Maryland, trauma unit is kind of questionable. I could be a little off of what I'm about to say, but to most think that we don't have a trauma unit where you can be helped with a 223 or 5.56 or was it
7.762.
7.62. It's been told that we don't really have a trauma unit that can really help people out with that kind of damage coming from that kind of weapon in this area. Depending on where you get hit, you know, because the rounds are, you know, some are smaller. It's kind of hard to I guess to plug some of those holes. You know, if you get them
right
7.62, those, you know, those make big holes. You know, so all that to say, you know, our area isn't really super known for being able to help people out with those type of wounds. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I'm here, so obviously that can't be 100% facts, right? Right. So back to your question. That morning, typical morning, you know, just waking up, clothes on, just bright, sunny February day.
Question real quick. Okay, no, go ahead. I'm not going to ask that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so, you know, typical February day, going out, getting to the shop, hollering at my employees, and, you know, we're doing our thing. You know, Window 10, Scotch Days Customs, you know, we're doing our thing. And one of my childhood partners from school, he comes up all the time. You know, we hang out, kick it. You know, he hangs out the shop some days, makes some money. You know, this is my road. It's like my right hand, you know.
Right.
You know, so and, you know, so normal day, we all talking, kicking it. You know, he's acting a little funny that day because he might have had something going on at home with his peoples and whatnot. So, you know, I didn't really think too much in it. Normally, when he's with me, you know, we're goofing off, laughing, you know, hollering at females at the shop.
Right.
You know, typical stuff. Go shopping, whatever we gonna do that day. So, yeah. Long story short, taking him home. As we're getting to the house, I could kind of sense that there was something wrong with him because, like I said, he is my friend for a long time. So I could sense when there's something bothering him. So I sensed that something was bothering him, you know, because he wanted to hang out with me. But, you know, I had other plans that day. You know, unfortunately, he couldn't go with me. So, you know, I had to drop him off his home like I normally do. You know, he come to the shop, hang, chill out. After that, I take him home, you know, and I go my separate way, whatever the case may be. So yeah, like I said, this particular day he was, you know, he seemed like he had something on his mind. So, you know, I parked in front of his house in the complex, you know, not thinking nothing of it. And same spot we always chill at, chop it up, you know, sit outside the car, in the car, we just, you know, cooling. Mm-hmm. So, you know, just kicking it back. Next thing you know, his peoples was outside, you know, they doing whatever it is that they about to do. Mom's was going somewhere or whatever. So, next thing you know, I see little bro, he come out the house. Instantly, you know, you know, we gun guys. So instantly, first thing I see is AK47.
Right, for sure.
Stock going, commence to a Draco.
Damn.
You know, so.
Gosh.
So I'm like, oh, this nigga about to get into it. So, you know, as I see him coming, I look over at my partner. My partner, he's got this weird look on his face like he's worried about something. But I'm thinking in the heat of the moment, and at the time it wasn't no heat, but I'm just, you know.
Right.
In the heat of the moment, I'm just looking at him like, he probably sitting there thinking like, man, what's this little nigga about to do? Because, you know, he's young, fired up. You don't know what these young cats are going to do nowadays.
Right.
So I'm taking that look as that type of look. Like, man, what the fuck, man? I can't get a break with this little nigga, man. I don't know what he about to do. So boom. So I look over at him. In the midst of me, you know, all this has happened. The way I explain it, it looks like it's time in between all this, but it's really like this is seconds going by.
How many seconds you think this
from what it took for him to get to that car? It probably took every bit of like 5 seconds for him to get to that car from the front door all the way to the other side of the cul-de-sac.
Okay, so real quick before I aim to cut you off. At this time, you didn't know what was going on.
I didn't know nothing.
Right, so you allowed him to get in your area because you thought you knew him. Okay, cool, gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
This is little bro. Obviously, he turned up about something, so he about to come over to my truck where he know me and his brother about to be at. So
you was blindsided to the whole situation.
Completely blindsided to where I'm in the mindset of like, as if this is my little brother about to come. I'm like, and the first thing that's about to come out my mouth when I roll down the window is, man, what the fuck you about to do, dog? What are you about to get into, bro? What's going on with you, dog? What the hell?
Right.
That's the first thing that's about to come out of my mouth. So boom, as I'm looking over at my partner, you know, he's not saying anything. So then I look back up. Like I said, it's 5 seconds. So now as I look back up, he's already like at the door.
He's on your driver's side? He's at the passenger side.
Like it's like how we sitting right now, it will be a door right in between us. Where he's at is where you sitting at with this AK-47.
Like this. So I'm right here.
Exactly. Okay. Just like that. So now,
oh my damn.
So instantly I'm like, what's he about to say? So I'm getting ready to roll the window down. He snatched the door. Like, I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? I think I'm about to roll the window down. Then when he doesn't go back to the front door, he goes to the back door. I'm like, all right, this seems a little shaky or whatever. Like, I don't know, like, what the fuck? When he comes back to the front door, now the barrel is like facing my head. Like he's about to, I'm about to let this junk go. Like right here, I'm like, oh shit. This little nigga's mad as shit. Cause when I looked in his eyes, like he can't see me, but our eyes connected through the tent because I had 5% on the driver doors, so our eyes connected, and I could just look in his eyes and be like, "This little nigga is mad about some shit." So I'm thinking instantly, like, once again, y'all, I'm explaining this story, but this is literally like seconds to think of what you about to do.
Right.
Like, it's kind of hard to explain when you're in a situation like this. If you're granted this much time. And literally, when I say it's seconds, you only have seconds to react to this. Seconds. So if you're granted that much time to be able to do this, in this time, I'm sitting there thinking, 38 special in my pocket, Glock 19 on my pelvic, on my appendix. Mm-hmm. I gotta lean back to get to my Glock 19. I gotta lean to the side to get to my 38. What's the next best thing I could do? Engine is still running. It's only going to take me half a second to get down in gear, but this barrel is still on me. Can y'all guess what I did next? Nigga, the car was in gear, nigga. We on 2 wheels flying about it. So boom. So once the car goes into gear, I mash the gas. And once the wheels start turning, now I'm doing a burnout because that's how hard I'm mashing the gas. Because I was expecting just to like shoot off right quick. So if he did shoot, it would go through the back window. That was my plan. Within this little slight second, I said, mash the gas. He gonna shoot. It's gonna go through the back window. We gonna keep going.
Right.
Totally wrong. the fucking car, the car starts burning out. Boom! First shot comes through the window. It hits right under the window. Hits me in my ribs.
Did you feel that? Did you feel that first?
Oh
time?
yeah, you feel it.
But was it like a hurt instantly, or was it just like you felt like something just like wow?
No, it really wasn't no pain.
You just felt something hit you like wow.
It felt like as if imagine you walking somewhere
Mm-hmm.
and you're not paying attention and somebody comes and just like punches you in the ribs. Like you didn't see them coming or anything.
Bro, that hurts, bro.
Yeah, I mean
that's a hurts. Like
but it's not the knuckle to the rib. It's just like the impact. That's what it is.
Okay.
The impact of
it.
somebody hitting you in the ribs.
Yeah, got
that's what you feel. You don't feel the sting of the knuckles hitting the flesh and in between your bone, and which brings on the pain that you feel.
Right.
No, it's the impact. Because at first you're going to feel the impact, which throws your body to the side.
For sure.
So boom. So that was the first thing. It felt like something just like threw my body all the way to the side. So instantly I already knew, fuck, that was the first one to hit me. So boom. So when the first one comes, I guess that's when the wheel grabs the asphalt,
mm-hmm.
and then it sends the truck forward. So now as I'm turning the wheel, he just lets the thing go. I mean, just let it go. Like some Grand Theft Auto style type situation.
Damn.
So he's letting it go. Boom. I catch two more in the back window through my back passenger door. Boom, boom. Two of them hit me in the exact same hole. That felt like somebody, once again, punching you in the back.
Right.
You know, you don't feel anything. And another thing is probably why I didn't feel this, because there was so much adrenaline going on, because it was one of those situations like, you don't think that you ever going to be in this situation, but it's like, sure. What do you do? So the impact of the jump to the back, boom, boom, through the same hole. So once again, people, this is all seconds to see all this, but it's like, you probably heard people say where everything slows down. Like when you're in a situation, whether it be in a car accident, a really bad fight between somebody, getting shot, anything that's super serious like that, mm-hmm. It's like time just slows down, and when you look around, you can see everything that's going on. So as I'm pulling off and I'm getting shot 2 more times, I had to grab the wheel. So as I'm grabbing the wheel to turn it, I'm looking back at the same time. Little dude is just in the street like Tony Montana, just letting that jump rip.
Damn, cuz.
I said, and in the midst of that, you guys gonna think I'm lying, but in the midst of that, I said, man, this nigga's letting that thing go, dog. Like, yo,
30 round clip.
30 banana, Shakita. Full thing, facts. Letting that thing go. I'm like, bro, it's other people out here, dog. What is this nigga that mad about?
The whole time, in your mind, you still thinking like, well, what the fuck did I do to you, bro?
No, at that time, I'm like, dog, I gotta get the fuck out of here, dog.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, you still in your mind, like, once you got away. No, go ahead, get to that part. I'm gonna ask you that part.
No. Yeah, so boom, clearly shot. Get up out of the complex, about to flip the whole truck, because the whole truck was on 2 wheels. Because we were in a cul-de-sac,
right,
and we were parked right next to the exit. So if you ever been in a cul-de-sac, if you're parked right next to the exit, mm-hmm. Imagine the turn that you got to make to just make it up out of there without hitting the curb, without hitting anything, and not flipping your vehicle at about 60, 70 miles per hour.
Could you imagine if that joint would have flipped, bro?
Dog, I didn't have on a seatbelt or nothing, bro. Like, if he was really about his business, bro, that joint would have flipped, bro. He'd have,
God, I would
that joint would have been that'd have been a bad news for Bears, bro.
Hey, I would have, but I think your adrenaline would have kept you going to jump out the joint, do what you got to do. But
I hope so, because my adrenaline was saying, like, it was like 2 parts of me was like, as I'm looking back, I can see him. I'm like, you can stop this truck and get this Glock 19, and at least shoot back. Even if I let off 1 bullet, I can at least shoot back. But at that time, when I had that thought, I look back, I'm looking at him, and I look back at myself. As I look, I'm in a black shirt like I'm in now, so as I look, I'm just like, dog, did he hit me in the chest, or am I hitting the heart? Like, So now the truck is already flooring down the street. Like, I'm gassing it. not holding the wheel. I'm checking myself, making sure I'm not like shot up in the chest or anything, no heart wounds or nothing. So I'm like, Pat, I'm not. All right, it ain't nothing up front. You know, I'm spitting, make sure there ain't nothing internal really seriously bleeding. So I'm like, all right, I'm not good, but at least shit, I'm still alive. This nigga ain't killed me. Ain't no headshots, none of that. So boom. So, you know, long story short, we make it to the local McDonald's, and we had some off duty security officer, because for some reason I was like, if this little nigga brother if his youngest brother just now shot at us, he probably jumped inside the truck with his other little brother, and these niggas is chasing us, because I'm flooring it. I'm flooring it through Temple Hills like I'm being chased, yeah. Because I'm like, gun is in the appendix, leather strap. So I mean, you know, you gotta like, that's not the best holster if you sitting down. Like if you got a Kydex and it forms to how you going, you can easily draw. But I had on a leather holster, and it's, you know, it's kind of flimsy when you sitting down. So when you want to draw that, you got to like lean back a little bit, clear it, so that you can, you know, fully get it out. Because I wasn't about to shoot back with a 38 against a chopper.
I mean,
that would have been legendary.
I mean, I feel like any shot would have been better than no shot.
I mean, it would have been.
But you did the right thing because you was in the car.
And he had the full drop on me unexpectedly.
Yeah.
It was no way to get around that, whatever the case may be. But I will say that it would have been legendary if I could have let a shot off and at least like wounded him where he dropped the gun with a 38. I'm like, yeah, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, that would have been dope.
Yeah, that'd have made this story like 10 times.
That would have been crazy, cuz. That would have been crazy.
Nah, but yeah, though, so that's how the whole little situation got into, you know, gunfire and everything. I don't know. I honestly don't have any idea what they were going through or what their whole beef was to get to that point where you had to shoot your oldest brother and his partner in the car. Like, I don't know. Like, it was really some lame shit, if you ask me, because this isn't somebody that I just met like a year or two ago. Like, we go way back to like 9th grade growing up. You know, I done seen his little brother like at his young teenage. I think he was like a super young teenager when I first met him. And, you know, and over the years, as us growing up in Capitol Heights and PG, you know, I watched him as he got older.
Yeah, for sure.
So, so this wasn't nobody that I just like met and haven't had a full relationship with, you know, so yeah, so that's how that ended up going that way. A lot of people would be like, man, I'd have did this, that, and the other. Like,
yeah, they wouldn't. At that point in time, you couldn't have did anything because he's literally,
this is like,
this the door, and I'm him, you at the time before you even grabbed the door, you still thinking that he about to come holler at you about some shit,
right?
Or you about to holler at him. You had no idea.
But not even just that. It's just the fact of, like, if we go back to like 13 years old and I seen your little brother ever since he was 3, and you don't tell me that he's beefing with you or he's got a serious problem with you where he has to go grab a gun for you.
Yeah, for sure.
When he comes out the house, I'm not gonna be. He's about to come gun for Day. Excuse me.
Right. Yeah.
I'm thinking he's probably mad, young nigga shit, out gang banging, you know, neighborhood shit. You know, I don't know what he's into, but I do know he's not coming to gun for his little brother. I mean, for his big brother. I know that much.
Right.
So, with that being said, I know he's not gunning for me or us. So my first instinct isn't gonna be to pick up a gun and just keep it drawn on this nigga until he make a move.
Right.
My thought is to, if somebody's about to come on this block, protect him. Mm-hmm. You know, even if he is in the wrong, I'm still gonna have his back. And then once everything's said and done, what the hell were you doing or what you had going on? You know, that's the mindset I'm in. I'm not in the whole, let me turn up right quick because this stranger dude just walking up to me with an AK47. You know, so a lot of people like, you don't know what to do in that situation.
Especially when it's like I said, it's not targeted to, like, you don't know what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
And, you know, I just made some money today. I'm ready to go, you know, I'm ready to go do my thing. I think it was like, what is it, I think it was like a Thursday or Friday. I can't remember exactly what day it was, but I know it was getting close to the weekend. And shit, I was ready to turn up. Last thing I was thinking about is getting in a shootout with my man, little brother. Like,
bullshit. That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit crazy. So,
boom from there. got shot. I'm saying took the bullets like a G.
Facts.
Oh, what happened now? You gotta go to the hospital. What's the hospital story about?
I would rather got shot again than to deal with that.
Damn, was that bad, cool?
Yeah, bro. The thing about getting shot is the easy part. Dealing with the after effect is the part that gets you the most. This is the part that you don't hear people talking about because nobody wants to look like a bitch or a punk dealing with that. Because, Joe, I seen a manly dude shot in his hip. He's crying. Like, dude, he got shot with a 9 and he's in boohoo tears. I got shot with an AK47 multiple times in my main arteries. Like, yeah, I was doped up. I was doped up most of the time, but I was like, bruh, like, this should be that shit could be real bad, bruh. So a lot of people don't want to look like a bitch when they gotta go through that shit. But dog, man. So we on the scene. Paramedics get there. I let them know, like, who to call, because at the time I'm like, Joe, I'm not gonna make it through this. Like, I'm just seeing all the blood just pouring out of me, and it's like a feeling that comes over your body. If you never felt this before, you don't know what it is or how to deal with it.
Yeah, right.
So and that's honestly probably why a lot of people died from gun wounds, because that feeling, the feeling of your blood leaving your body, that's a only way that you can really describe that is if you've been an athlete and your coach has pushed you to the absolute limit to where you can't go anymore, you can't even stand. That's the only way you can describe that once your body is depleted of blood, because the blood in your body is like gasoline in a car. It can't move without it. So once you lose so much blood, when they say it gets cold because the blood is keeping your body warm. Once you lose it, your body doesn't want to move anymore. It's just like your body's going to tell you, like, nope, this is it. I'm not going any further. I'm not doing anything else. And there's nothing you can do about it. So, when you see people on the ground bleeding out and you're trying to tell them, stay up, look at me, talk to me. When they're going in and out and you're seeing a puddle of blood forming, yeah, they can't go anymore. They're giving into their injury because they don't have any more gas to keep going.
Right, because most of it's also if you panicking, right?
Well, if you panic, it makes the heart beat faster. Your body is under pressure. If for anybody who didn't notice, your body is under pressure. So once you put holes in certain parts of your body and your heart is racing, is pumping, what's it gonna do? It's gonna go out of those holes that's then into the body. So now it's not under pressure anymore. All that pressure is being pushed out of those holes, which makes the pool of blood depending on how big your wound is.
Right.
Yeah. So if you panic, you're definitely gonna bleed out, depending on where your hit at. But me personally, I watched a lot of medical stuff, a lot of military stuff, so I kind of knew. And it's gonna sound kind of cliche, but I kind of knew from watching all that what to do in that situation.
Right.
So I knew not to panic. I knew to talk clearly when I'm talking to the paramedics so they can get to me as soon as they possibly can.
Right.
I knew what to give the police when they got there. I knew what to tell the police when they got there, to put them at ease, to put me at ease, so we can get out of this junk and I can live to see another day. Because they were already notified that I was armed and all that. So they did their job by showing up, their guns out, ready to blaze, because they don't know what they're walking into. So, they got there. I knew how to, ease them, so put them at ease, let them know that they got control of the situation, and boom, they did what they had to do. But, so boom, we're on the ambulance. We make it over there. We get to the hospital. once you go in there, from gunshots, the first thing they do, hook you up with an IV. Once you're on that IV, you're out.
That's how that don't work for real?
Oh yeah, like you don't get 2 seconds to think about it. Like as soon as you go through them doors and you see them lights, yeah, it's like in a movie. You going straight out.
Before you got there, did you ever fade out?
No, I didn't fade out.
Did you ever start panicking, but you had to catch yourself? Like you stopped it for a second, you're like, okay, I'm gonna calm myself down, take a deep breath.
Yeah, I panicked. I panicked for literally like a slight second because I'm like, you telling your mind like keep calm, keep calm, keep calm, keep calm, keep calm, keep calm. But the moment that you're not thinking about keeping calm, that's when you're like, oh, no. Yeah. So it was that point for a hot second, but it came and went.
So when you got shot, from how long did it take for you from the moment you got shot until you get to the hospital? How many minutes or hours did it take for you to get to the hospital?
From the scene of where I got shot?
Yeah. From when you realizing you got shot. Mm-hmm. How long did it take for you to get to the hospital?
All right, so you mean from the moment I called the paramedics?
Yeah. How long did that part take?
They probably got there. Okay, so you already know there's police already in the area, and there might be for Prince George's County. There's 9 times out of 10, there's probably already a paramedic cruising in traffic, either going back to their station or finishing up with something. But normally in the city area, there's normally a paramedic somewhere close, or they might not be too close, but whatever.
Right.
So once I called them, once I got on the phone with them, I got to the McDonald's in probably like 3 minutes. And within that 3 minutes, they got to that McDonald's within like maybe 5-6 minutes.
Okay, so you're looking about 7 to 8 minutes.
Yeah, I say 10 just to be sure.
10 minutes, okay. And then from there, how long did it take you to get to the actual hospital?
Once the paramedics got there and they and the police officers, they got what they needed, which was my guns off of me and my partner in the car. Once they got them, like they turned the whole scene over to the ambulance. So the ambulance got there in like same amount of time, about 10 minutes.
Okay, so it was like a whole 20-minute process for you to get seen by like the actual like somebody that's gonna aid to your need.
No, I don't even think. I don't want to say 20 minutes. I say 10, 11. Between 10 and 15.
10 and 15?
Yeah.
So, all right, so for you staying calm so long, you said you don't have no prior military background or anything like that. Where do you feel like that came from? Like, helped you be so calm and, you know what I'm saying, keep your composure throughout the whole time before they got there? Because basically what you're saying is, in a way, and correct me if I'm wrong, if somebody gets shot, you ain't gonna have no help for about 10 minutes at least. Mm-hmm. So you have to keep your own self alive for at least 10 minutes.
Right.
So,
what was it that kept me alive?
Yeah.
Or what was it kept me in that mind state?
Yeah. Like, what did you do before that even situation even happened? As far as changing your mindset to get there? Like, okay, if this ever happened, I'm gonna do this, or how I'm gonna carry this, or like how did you keep yourself up throughout that whole process?
So for me, it was like all my life, whenever I've been into a situation that I knew that might be bigger than me, like for example, getting into a fight with like the neighborhood bully, or getting hit by a car, or anything. Hit by a car, bro? Yeah, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, that's a whole other story.
But,
like, damn.
But any big situation that ever happened in my life, I don't know if everybody does this, but it was just like I accepted. I just accepted everything that was about to go on. Whether if I was about to lose a fight, if I know I'm about to get struck by this car, or if I'm shot, I just accept it. You know.
Yeah.
So, because it's no way you can get around it. It's no way that nobody's gonna come and take the situation away and make it better. It's just like you got to deal with it. So my mindset whenever it came to big situations was you got to deal with it.
For sure.
So that's why I say the whole keeping calm, and if I'd have knew that I could keep pressure on it, well, if I could have put my hands back there to keep pressure on it, I would have. But what I did was I just tried to sit back to the seat as hard as I can because I knew I was shot in the back at least once, and just keep pressure on that wound. That's probably where I got that real bad Charlie horse from. I'm not sure, but
yeah, a Charlie horse in the midst of that too.
dog, that's the pain. That's the pain that I felt. It felt like if you ever woke up in the middle of the night with a Charlie horse in your leg, that's what it felt like in my back. It was like the worst muscle spasm you could ever think of.
Damn, cool.
It's like it actually had me stuck in one position. It felt like my shoulders were up like this, but they weren't. It was just like the muscle tense. So I'd be like this, but it felt like I'm like this. You know, so and if I try to pull down from it, it would like hurt even worse. Yeah. So but how I kept my mindset was that just accepting it and just knowing what to do, because I saved this other little dude's life that got shot at one of my old shops, and you know I just took everything that I knew from that along with everything else I knew and applied it to myself. Right. And you know that's where we went from there, and you know that's how I kept myself calm in that whole little situation. Yeah, but it's a lot easy. It's easier said than done. You know, my wound, it was really bad, but it wasn't a gut shot. It wasn't a thigh shot where you hit a main artery. It wasn't a shot to the heart. And not me trying to downplay it, because I could have drowned in my own blood in my lungs because I was shot. The first bullet, it hit me in the side, and because he was using cheap ammo, the bullet fragmented and it hit me with frags mainly. So some of them like nicked my my lungs on my left side, which caused bleeding, but the one through my back, it went through the sac that holds the lung. Your lungs are held in by a sac. Okay. So the bullets went through the sac and pierced my lung as well.
It did pierce your lung?
Yeah. So, I could have died out by drowning in my own blood. How I didn't, I have no idea.
Bless boy.
But
bless boy.
Yeah, so that's how I ended up surviving that one.
Damn.
That was crazy. But the hospital, though, you wanted to know about the hospital, though.
Yeah, you give a quick breakdown of how the hospital shit goes, because I done heard some stuff, so I need to know your side.
So when you go in, you got a line in front of you. I don't know if you knew that. Sometimes you go in the hospital and there'll be a line.
Even for a patient like got shot?
I mean, it depends on how bad you is, they gonna get you in there, but okay, for anybody who's in this area that's watching this video, if you know where St. Barnabas Road is, from St. Barnabas all the way over to PG Hospital, that's like what? Without traffic, like a 15-minute ride, if that. Yeah, like 50, I'd say about a 15-minute ride. So we got through that. In the ambulance, we got through there in about 10. We got to the hospital about 10, 15 minutes. So, mind you, we got there in 10, 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. My people's work in Metro. My other people's, they all work in the city. They work a ways away from where I'm at. I get to the hospital and I go to sleep. They managed to go to the scene where the ambulance got me at, right, take pictures of my vehicle until it got dark, and then make it back over to the hospital where I was shot at. And they hadn't even started surgery on me yet. I was just waking up. And they had already been in there for a while, talking and making sure that all my insurance and everything was in order, and, seeing my well-being. So they've been in there for a while, right, before I was even seen to go through surgery and whatnot. So that's why I say you got a line in front of you, because from where they came from to make it over to me before they even stripped my clothes off, I was sitting for a while. I was asleep. I'm pretty sure they had me stable, but yeah, I was out for a minute.
So you had gunshot wounds, and
Yeah.
that had you just sitting stable, but you still got bullet holes in you.
Yeah.
So it
facts.
wasn't like, get them, put them on the bed. So it's not like the movies.
No. It like how all the doctors around you pick you up, put you on the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like that.
So they did that for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you wasn't.
Once I woke up.
Oh, then they came and got you after
Yeah.
you woke up.
Yeah.
So when you went to sleep, do you feel like you could have clocked out?
I didn't dream. Cause I don't know if that was a reaction from the anesthesia that they put you on or whatever it is they put me on to knock me out. I don't know if that was a side effect of that, but I didn't dream. Like it was just like I got the PG, and you go through the back doors, you see all the little fine ass nurses and all that shit, and you're like, God damn, I wish you could have saw me on a better day. but you see all them and you like, damn. And not to mention, I told you I was a pest control guy, and I was the one servicing that particular.
So they seen you in there before.
Yeah, so they seen me before.
For sure.
So now they seeing me like, oh shit,
It's the guy. It's the same
pest
guy.
control guy.
Yeah.
What the fuck? So that was trippy, for them to have to see me like that. But yeah, I didn't dream while I was in there. I just saw them. The next she asked me something. No. I said, I'm freezing cold. She said, you're cold? I'm like, it feels like y'all just put me on a bed of ice. That's how cold I'm fully dressed. I got on I didn't have my jacket on because they had to cut it off. But I'm still fully dressed, jeans on. It's warm outside, so it wasn't like it was a cold day. But once they put me on the bed, once they moved me a little bit, it felt like they set me on a bed, ass naked, in a tub of ice, yo. So I'm like, yo, I am so cold. She's like, how cold are you? I'm like, I'm freezing. Like, I'm about to start shivering. And then I start shivering. She's like, she starts rushing, like, we need blankets and this, that, yeah. They cover me. And once they put the blankets on me and I felt the warm blankets, I was out.
Oh, you went to sleep after that?
I don't even remember falling asleep. It was just like black.
Damn.
So, next I just wake up out of nowhere and my mother and my girl was right there. And I'm like,
where y'all come from?
how the hell did y'all get here so
all
fast?
I did was just blink and y'all hit. What the fuck going on?
Facts.
Blink real quick.
That's all I did. I literally just blinked my eyes, opened them back up. They were standing right there. I'm looking at my arm like I got a watch on and shit. I'm like, how the hell did y'all get here so fast? She like, you been asleep for I don't know how long. They showed me the pictures that they didn't took in my car and everything. I'm like, my car, my truck, I got the same truck you got. For some reason, when the back window was shot out and the little springs that hold the door open go up, yeah, when them things just shoot up in there, it just made the scene look so much worse, yo. It looked like the car just went through like a fucking cartel shooting and just somebody just shot up the car. Like it just looked terrible.
How many shots did you think?
How many shots did he let off? Yeah. Man, that little nigga. It felt like he was letting off. It felt like he shot off a whole clip and then loaded up a whole number.
Nah, it just sounded like it was going forever.
Man, I was like, dog, this nigga ain't never gonna stop shooting.
And it happened so fast.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
like
it's
that.
like, I love the sound of an AK-47 going off.
That's the
not when it's shooting.
I say that's the wildest thing I've ever heard. So, I mean, far as not going.
Not when it's going off at you though.
Yeah,
but yo, it was just like, it sounded like.
So when they hit the car, they sound like the movies, like ding, ding, like ding, 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 ding. It sound like that.
Like, dog, I done been in so many different gun ranges and heard some loud shit, but it's something about an AK-47 when it's outside. It just sounds like a bomb going off. Like, and then boom, 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 like, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, you like that. If I get hit by this joint,
I'm like, dog, one mean headshot, nigga, everywhere.
It's gone.
Gone.
For sure.
Yeah, because we go up to the mountains and we shoot 308s in mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, this thing sound like a 308. And we in a cul-de-sac, so it's houses around, so it's muffling the sound. So it's just all right there. Boom, 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 boom.
I only can imagine what the neighbors was hearing. Like,
yo,
that's crazy.
Nigga, the neighbors was probably in the window like,
looked at the window.
They ain't going out there.
I ain't going nowhere. Not about to go to the store. I ain't going out there.
Yeah.
Man. I ain't going nowhere. But now, back to your the hospital jump.
Yeah. So boom. Moms and my girls, they right there. So I'm like, what the fuck y'all been? What y'all doing here? Like, yeah, they been there. So then next thing I asked was, they got my insurance. she said, yeah, they got your insurance. I'm like, 'cause I just started an insurance policy probably like a couple weeks before then.
Oh, that was perfect.
Yeah,
if you had no insurance, they would just enjoy it.
Dog, I just quit my job, so they got their insurance and everything. I just started my business. So I'm like, I need, and this is gonna trip you out. Just as a side note, the day I quit my job, asked my girl, the day I quit my job, I said, I'm gonna get shot.
How did okay, all right, I'm actually, that's weird. How did you, wait, okay.
Yeah.
So the day you quit your job, you said you're going to get shot.
I'm going to get shot.
What made you feel like you're going to get shot?
Because I felt like, for one, it's one thing when you work for a company like, I used to work for Home Paramount Pest Control, shout out. But I used to work for them. So for me, it was one thing when you work under an umbrella, like a big company. Right. You kind of feel like, you don't feel like you're invincible, but you feel like, well, for me, it kind of felt like I'm in a safe zone because I work for a company. Right. So if anybody sees me out, and not saying this is going to work or anything, but if somebody sees me out in some type of altercation, they know, all right, he's just a worker. He's just a pest control guy. He's not a harm to anything. If somebody's robbing somebody, they see me like, hey, look, I just got the pest control thing in my hand, and I don't care what you do. Yeah, no bullshit. I'm just spraying for bugs, bro. Do your thing, bro. So, but now that I work for myself and I'm coming in contact with a lot of money, it was just like, and not to mention where I'm from, it's just like, I feel like I just put myself in one of those categories where you could possibly get shot because people hating on you. Because I was making a lot of money doing, I do window tinting, so I make a lot of money. People think that, he tints cars at $100. I don't tint them at $100, but just what the average person thinks, you charge $100, so 10 cars, that's $1,000 in one day, So
it's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
You do that 7 days straight.
Yeah, exactly.
$7,000 in a week. That's some people don't even make that in a month.
Dog, what? So now you understand why I'm like,
and you don't even charge $100. You charge, what I'm saying? Yeah, good quality work too. I get turn on my cars, so good, for real, for sure. But go ahead.
So back to the hospital. So wake up. So I asked mom's like, they got my insurance. She's like, yeah, you good. And I'm like, bet. So now instantly in that moment, I'm like, I'm gonna make it. I'm still alive now. I just got shot with an AK47. I might make it. So next, in the midst of thinking that, I'm like, instantly the doctors come in. He needs blood, this, that, the other. And I'm like, I feel good. They're like, the doctors are going crazy. Yo, he needs blood. He needs this, that, the other. He did this. I'm like,
they see something.
Like they see something that I don't see.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
So they telling my mom and my girl like, hey, y'all got to get out because we got to do our thing. So the doctor was like, they could stay until they put me under. So she was like, okay, we got to give him a COVID test. Nigga. They came with what's the thing called? A Q-tip?
Yeah,
no lie.
Yeah, I had the COVID test before. For sure. I already know.
Facts.
Gee, that shit was stupid.
All the way up.
Yeah, they don't be playing.
Bruh. She hit me with that COVID. She hit me with that test, bruh. I went out like a light. She like, count to 3. 1, 2, shoot. Nigga, as soon as that joint touched my nose hairs, I was gone. So she didn't hit both sides. Got her. I wake up. I'm thinking I've been asleep for like 10 minutes. She like, I'm like, so y'all done? She like, yeah, you been asleep. No, I thought I was asleep for like 2 seconds. She woke up, was like, yeah, you been done. Like, we done the COVID test, got you like straight and everything. I'm like, my mother and my girl still standing right there. They just standing there looking at me like, And then my girl, goofy ass, she lift up the sheets and shit. She see all the blood like, oh my God. I'm like, why did you do that? That ain't something that you want to see. I mean, it was, man, it's something about, like, you ever, like, skinned up your knee as a kid and seen all the blood on your pants?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
You like, damn, what the hell?
Hey, dog, I got that much blood in me? Yeah, bro. When I look down, like, look, I'm staring, just like looking up this way, bro. I haven't even looked down at myself, right? So, I'm about to make you laugh. So, boom, I look down at myself. Now they like taking they about to start stripping my clothes off and everything. They tell my mother and my girl they gotta go now. So, boom, instantly they start stripping all my clothes off. I'm like, oh my God, all these badass nurses in here. I am not ready. I'm like, oh man, I got the shrimp dick right now. This is not about to go right.
They go, hey, yo.
Yo,
bro. Hey, I be thinking the same time. I'm like, damn. Like right now, hold on.
Like, hold up. Like, give me a second, bro.
Yeah, let me just warm my body up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Get right.
We know the human anatomy. This ain't nothing new. I'm like, man, fuck. Oh well, shit. I'm shot. That's my excuse. Fuck.
Hey, that's the crazy part though. You shot, but you like,
but you sitting there thinking about all this normal. Yeah, that lets you know how much medicine they had me on, bro. Bro, I was so dope. So boom. So they strip me down and shit, and then next they come over with the little, it's like you sitting down on the bed and you looking at all the lights and shit. They bright as fuck. And then next they come over with the little mask and sit it on your face. Mm-hmm. Instantly gone. They say count backwards from 10. So I'm like, man, this shit ain't gonna work. She's like, just go ahead and start counting. Man, she said that joint on my face. I said 10 and was gone. No dreams after that.
No dreams.
They said they lost me on the table like 2 times trying to revive me. So I don't know if that was a part of the medicine, the effect of the medicine or anything, but I didn't dream. I don't remember shit.
But they said you died.
Yeah, they said they lost me like twice and then they brought me back.
Like, did they ever say how long?
I didn't ask.
They probably, I would have thought they lost you for like flatline. They punched you, then they came back.
Oh no, they definitely said I flatlined and came back.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. You probably flatlined and came right back. I don't know if they saying you flatlined and was like just and they doing all the, you know what I'm saying. I'm thinking, all right,
but I'm like, Joe. So boom. So this is what I do remember from being knocked out. So I didn't dream. It felt like, you ever seen the movie Get Out? I know you've seen Get Out.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So you remember when he sunk inside the chair and he was just engulfed in darkness?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's like. No, like no bullshit. Like that is, it felt like I could hear my thoughts. I can hear myself talking. Like, how you talk to yourself sometimes? Yeah. You can hear yourself talking. Yeah. It's exactly what it felt like. I was in my head in complete darkness. And, I was just sitting there. I'm just like, probably a part of my whole, I'm in it, so let me deal with it phase.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting in the darkness. And actually, all I heard was, Emmanuel Wiggins. I'm like, the fuck was that? It's dark as shit in here. So I'm like, and then I hear it again. Like, and actually, it got louder as if like somebody was in my ear barking it. And I'm like, so then they yelled it again. That's when I just like shot up out of nowhere, like, ah.
Oh, so he was gone.
Yeah, bro. I just like shot up out of nowhere, like, oh shit. They like, and next all you heard the surgeon say, he's good, we got him. I'm like, yeah. I lay my head back down. I'm looking. And next I heard the surgeon like, we got him. So whatever he said they did, they did a little thing. Next I was back out. Like, so boom. So then I wake up. You wake up like off of Call of Duty when you waking up as your character and you looking around
like, what the fuck? Like your eyes get the blinking real slow and shit.
That's exactly how it is. So you wake up. Imagine waking up like this. So you wake up. They got me strapped to the bed, cuz.
You like, what the fuck y'all got me strapped for?
Like, they got me, like, literally tied to the bed, hands down. Like, and you coming too. Like, you're not even moving anything. I'm just moving my head, looking around. I'm still in the surgery room, but I can't talk. Like how we talking right now, you can't talk. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I look over. I don't see nobody. I see this is facts too. I look over. They're cleaning up blood off of the floor to bring the next person in to start the surgery. So they cleaning up the blood. I'm like, shit, I really didn't fucking survive this. Now I gotta live eternity. And this is facts, so I'm not making this up. I gotta live eternity in this fucking hospital. I'm dead as fucking here. So that's when, you know, my heart starts racing because I'm looking like, fuck. Once again, in the moment, you got to deal with it. So now I'm looking. So then something made me just like move my arms. So I couldn't move my arms. I was like, I really am fucking dead. I really can't fucking move. So then my heart starts beating real fast and my heart started racing. And you can see it on the little, I forgot what it's called. But
the little heart thing.
Yeah, the heart monitor thing. That joint started racing. Next thing you know, like something out of a movie, like and so the nurse comes in, she's like, then she put her hand on my chest. I'm like, oh shit. I really am fucking alive, yeah. I'm alive as a motherfucker. So boom, she reassures me and everything. So I'm like, I'm trying my hardest to talk. So that's when I realized I got a trach in going through my mouth all the way down through my throat. So they was like, yeah, you got now they're telling me what happened. They're like, yeah, you got shot in the lungs and you got fluid on your lungs. So the machine is breathing for you. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, can I have a pen and paper or something? I can't so she gives me a little notepad and whatnot. So I'm like, yo, so I actually like, where's my mother and girl? Like, they're like, yeah, they're gone for the night and this, that. We sent them home. Like, most important, are my legs working? Because I got shot in the back. Do my legs still work? She's like, yeah, you still got function on your legs and everything. I'm like, does everything down there still work? She's like, you gotta wait till you heal up a little bit so you can see. I'm like,
that would have been the first thing I asked. I'm like, my dick still work?
Does my dick still work? Like, yeah, you didn't get shot in the spine or anything. You just got hit in your lungs. And then I'm like,
yeah, that's what the fuck. I would have asked that first.
Man. Like getting shot in the lungs was any better. Like, fuck. Yeah. At least it wasn't my dick. So she real nice lady too. She showed me how to breathe with the machine because them people that was on the little when COVID was going on with that little breathing thing, oh my God, that shit is no joke, dog. There's no feeling like being helpless. Like, you have to let this thing breathe for you. There's no possible way to get around it. You have to literally lay there, can't move, because the thing is going all the way down your throat. It's sitting on top of your voice box. So your voice box is a muscle. That's how you can be able to talk.
Okay.
So when that thing sits on it, ain't no words coming out. You can't hum. You can't whisper. Can't do shit. So yeah, that thing's sitting. So she teaches me how to breathe with it and whatnot, and surrender to the machine. And boom, after that, sat down there, wallowed in pity for about a minute or two, until they came down and got me and took me up to the little recovery area. I think it's called the ER or something. So one of the places they take you when you're not out the woods yet.
But you out the woods for the major part.
You're right.
You're
done with surgery.
Yeah. You good. You stable. You back to normal.
Right.
But you still got.
But you ain't out the woods.
Yeah. Nah.
Because you can still die on this next level.
Damn.
This is where they send you once you. I can't think of the name of this place. Whoever sees it, they probably
it's in the hospital.
Yeah. It's because the ER is where you go, the emergency room, of course. But after the emergency room, it's a wing of the hospital where they take you for recovery. Yeah. And it's not the recovery because you go to recovery after you come out of this place. This is a place where they monitor you, making sure that you're going to make it through the night. They doing your x-rays, your lab work, and all that.
Right. I think you're talking about, I can't think of it.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know you're talking about. I just can't think of the name.
The letters.
But before you say that, all of this came off of from getting shot.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. Just getting shot.
Like, this is the part that you don't really hear about.
Yeah, for sure.
Only people that's going to hear about this is the families of the victim who got shot.
For sure.
If they want to talk about it, or if they're strong enough to talk about it. Because, you know, most people, they break in there. Like, I had a little minute where I broke for a second, but it was like, nah, I'm good. I ain't dead. And I'm definitely not as bad as the guys that are next to me, but yeah, nah.
You know, that's crazy because so you seeing other people that's in there fucked up?
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
My roommate, he was shot in the hip.
Damn.
Like,
that's when you said that was crying and
yeah,
shit like that?
Yeah. I was in there
while
he broke down crying. Because he broke down crying because he was like, he was really, I don't want to say he was full of himself. He was like one of those workout freaks. So he really loved his body. So to see his body in that state, and he was put in that state because of something dumb. It didn't even have nothing to do with him. He was just like, you know, trying to be a big brother. And next thing you know, boom, some coward motherfucker just like starts shooting into the crowd and he gets hit in the hip.
For sure. 2
girls fighting, and then next thing you know, the niggas just feel like they want to start shooting. So boom, that's what broke him down because he wasn't gonna be able to go to the gym and, you know, do everything that he likes to do because he had to like go to rehab and, you know, all that crazy shit.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, all that came from, you know, gun violence and shit, man. That's the part that you ain't gonna really hear about for real.
So, go ahead. What you about to say?
All right, so boom, nurses coming there. I told you about the one who almost drowned me in Tylenol water. So she comes in there. Doctor says, little Indian guy, he says, he cannot have anything to drink or anything. Like, so I'm like, I'm paying full attention because I'm trying to live. So
right.
She comes in, she's like, well, let's just give him a Tylenol and we'll just give him that for the time being. So I'm like, trach in my mouth, like, how the fuck are you gonna do that?
Right.
So she goes to get this big ass syringe. She takes the Tylenol and crushes it into a bowl, turns it into dust, and puts it into the big ass syringe of water. So then maybe this is what she was supposed to do. Maybe she wasn't supposed to do it. I don't know. I just know the bitch was trying to kill me. So she ran this fucking tube on the side of the little trach that's in my throat.
Yeah.
She ran it on the side, and you can feel it going all the way down to your stomach. I felt the motherfucker as soon as it stopped. I'm like, oh shit, this ain't about to end good. So she went all the way down to the stomach. So she starts injecting this. Before she starts, I write down on a piece of paper, like, he said I'm not supposed to have anything to drink, and I know why he said that.
Right.
And I'm like, Joe, if I throw all this shit up, I got a fucking trach in my throat. Where the fuck is it gonna go?
You gonna drown yourself? I'm
gonna fucking drown myself.
Yeah, for sure.
She says, I know what I'm doing. You're okay. You're fine. I'm like, oh fuck. And like I said, there ain't shit you can do.
Nah.
You just gotta sit right there and take whatever it is they throw at you. So she commences to doing that shit. It's going down. I feel the cold ass water going down. My stomach wasn't having that shit. That shit, man, she pushed the whole syringe down that motherfucker. And it's like, you know how when you got to throw up, you want to catch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, it wasn't none of that. Man, I get to throwing up. That shit like something out of a fucking horror movie. Just like gargling and shit, just water and shit just spraying everywhere out the side of the thing, filling up in the hoses and shit. And they're like, oh my God. And then her little partner, whatever, he's looking like, he did say don't give him nothing to drink, but, you know, I'm going to take your side on it, man. When I started doing all that, he was like, oh my God, shit. Like, fuck. So, and she's like, oh my God. I'm looking at her drowning and shit. I'm like, see, bitch. I may be shot, but I'm not stupid.
Yeah, the
like,
bullshit.
What the fuck? Bitch, she said I can't have anything to drink, yeah. So I'm trying to cough. I can't cough. I'm coughing through my nose, just trying to get all the fucking water out. The doctor, he comes in, he does whatever the fuck he does on the little machine, and it just clears somehow. I don't know what the fuck he did, but he cleared it. Actually, I'm just sitting there to the side, like
looking at her like, bitch.
I never saw her again after that.
Oh, really?
I never saw her again, bro.
She definitely didn't.
I'm like, yo, dude, not send that bitch back in here, dog. What the fuck? The dude, he was cool as a cucumber. I'm like, he can come in. She can't come in this month. She don't know how to follow directions.
Nah, she was about to kill your ass right
She
up
about
in
to
there,
fucking
so.
kill me. So, boom. So that's how that first night went and shit. Next, you know, next day they want to like, okay, we're gonna try to get you off of the whatever they were putting in the IV. I'm like, that's the good shit though. She's like, yeah, we're gonna give you some ibuprofens. Bitch, I was just shot 10 hours ago. Like, what the fuck is that gonna do, dog? Like, give me some of that OD. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on, man. So she's like, nope, I'm gonna wing you off of it. So with this medicine, with the type of injury that I got, this is the scale. This is the scale from 0 to 10. Nigga, the first hour they give you in heaven. About the half hour, you like, okay, I'm good, but I'm not in serious pain.
Yeah.
Let's just say it started at 10. They gave it to you at 10. You'll be good for at least about 2 hours. So let's say 11:30 come around. You're not feeling bad, but you starting to feel queasy and shit. 11:45 come, you starting to feel some jolts and jitters and shit. Nigga, 12 o'clock come, nigga, it felt like somebody just ripped your whole body open. So she gives me this fucking pill at 11:30. I'm just gonna say that's the time.
Yeah.
11:30. I'm like, yo, this pain is kicking in. I mean, it's coming. It's knocking it's at the back door. It's about to come. So she's like, oh no, just let it, just take this, you'll be fine. I'm like, yo, you can't give me none of the IV. She's like, no, you can't have the IV for another hour. I'm like, damn, man. She gives me this fucking pill, Joe. Oh my God. Imagine somebody just filleting the whole side of your whole side. Nerves just going. It feels like you're just getting shocked nonstop because the bullets travel through my back where a lot of your nervous system is through your back. Right. I don't know if you knew that. So when you break that nervous system, it sends jolts all through your body. It'll make the nerves in your toes go crazy. So, man, and it's just like you can't stop it either. It's just like your body is just reacting, and there ain't nothing that you could possibly do to stop it except for take some type of medication to stop the pain.
So you would rather get shot again versus, not saying now, but you would rather the shooting versus the hospital part.
Yeah.
So he's letting y'all know right now, the hospital part is the worst part.
That's the fucking worst part ever.
The worst part. So before we end this run off, right? My question, this is a real question to ask, because anybody go through a traumatic experience like that, now, do you have PTSD?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely get the PTSD. Definitely get the PTSD. You get the bad dream. You get the whole package. You get the bad dreams. You get paranoia. You know, you get everything. You know, I don't even I can't go around certain people. I can hold my composure because, you know, in my line of work, I have to come in contact with younger and older people. But I feel like once I'm in my element, I got the upper hand because you don't know what to expect.
Right, for sure. For sure.
So when I'm in here, I'm good. If I'm out in public, I kind of, you know, walk a little differently, you know. Being hit the way I got hit, I don't trust anybody to be with me. There's only a certain few that I trust to be with me that's gonna react the way that I'm gonna react now.
Right, for sure.
You know, so the bad dreams, You know, the worst dreams are the ones when well, let me say this. Okay, so when you dream, of course you dream about what? Getting shot, right?
Right.
The worst part of the dream is when you're dreaming about getting shot, but the gun doesn't work. Or you're about to save yourself from getting shot, but then the gun don't work.
I had those dreams. I had them all the time.
Yeah.
I had those dreams where I get into a shootout and I'm shooting. I empty the whole mag.
And they
the
don't
person
do nothing.
not
And the person don't die or they not phased like.
None of that, bro. None of that.
And then they turn around and shoot you and blow your
Yeah,
shit off.
yeah.
Yeah, like
On some
I hate those
shit.
dreams with a passion.
On some shit.
Those are the ones that make me wake up in a cold sweat.
Yes.
You know?
Should be crazy, bro.
Because, you know, being in that situation, having two guns on you, you can't shoot off neither one of them.
Makes you feel pointless.
It makes you feel pointless. Like, what the fuck? You know?
But your situation is different. You didn't know it was coming. Well, yeah, that was most definitely didn't know that was coming. But you know, of course, a lot of y'all ain't gonna know what's coming either. But you can kind of sense something. This one was just more like got too close.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying, because of the relationship.
I would say, you know, some people like to avoid that kind of situation. First of all, you don't know when it's gonna happen. You don't know who it's gonna happen by, whatever the case may be. But sometimes, if you're in a position that's better than others, like for your example, like for you look at yourself as I'm Day-Day. Like
Right.
I'm the same PG guy that grew up here in my city.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I walk around here with, you know, like I'm a native.
Right.
But at the same time, you're not the same person anymore.
Right.
You have to look at yourself like that. Even dealing with people that you know for a long time, because a lot of people have envy and everything, and you don't ever see it until it's too late.
Facts.
Or you try to ignore it. You know, because with me, I could have been moving a little differently, but the only thing that blinded me was because I know these people from like growing up.
Right.
Yeah, so, you know, that's kind of why they caught me blindly and whatnot. So, you know, you just got to move. You just got to accept who you become.
Right.
You know, if you become somebody that's making a lot of money, you need to accept it and embrace it and move differently. You know, so you just gotta accept that and just move how you gonna move and move better. Because if people see you getting money, and especially if you getting money and you getting the whole package, you getting the cars, you getting the females, you getting the money, you getting everything that somebody that watched you get it from the mud, and they just like, why can't I have that? Because they don't have the same drive as you.
Right,
you
for
gotta
sure.
move better.
Yeah, that's how it works. You got to surround yourself with people that's just like you.
Yeah,
That's the bottom line, man.
Yeah.
Bottom line on that. Bottom line.
facts.
Hey, man, look. Y'all got the sauce today, the real story, everything, man. Y'all got it all today, man. Listen, y'all like more of these podcasts, right? I'm going to do more of these jumps, but y'all got to make sure y'all like the video and comment down below, man, if y'all like the story, man, from Manny right here, man. Man, hey, listen, man, if you still watching the end of this video, you a soldier. You a true Day-Day gang member. You feel me? You really have gang, bro, because this shit was right. It was great. You feel what I'm saying? But we about to end it off right here, man. Hey, appreciate you, brother. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? You already know what it is. Hey, Day-Day gang. You know what I'm saying, man? We out this kid.
We out here.